Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the online class. So, now we are heading towards our Unit 6 New Pathways chapter. That is the last unit of this book. And the unit is named as the Unexplained. What does it mean? Unexplained? It means which cannot be explained, which cannot be made you understand, or something which does not have any logic. Right. That is known as unexplained. Now, here some starter is given about this unit, the unexplained. That is the word supernatural. Super means above, plus nature refers to being, events, or powers that cannot be explained from the laws of the natural world. Yeah, some supernatural power. You have heard about supernatural power, right? So it does not, like, some people believe in it, some people don't, or it is the thing which can not, like, which cannot be explained. This, if someone have belief on it, they believe, or if the person does not have any belief on it, they don't. So it does not, it can't be explained from the laws of the natural world. Okay, supernatural vocabulary is given here. Just check this out. Okay, if you know the answer, you can even say the answer. So fill in the consonants to complete the word. Now you have to fill in the blanks with the consonants. Okay, so let's see what they can be. A feeling that something unpleasant uh, is going to happen in future. What is that? What the feeling is called? Something which is going to happen in future, that feels like kuch bura hone wala hai, like that. What we can say, that is said to be premonition. Okay, premonition. The spelling will be premonition. Premonition. Second, when two or more things happen at the same time by chance. Something happen at the same time by chance, that is said to be what? Coincidence. What is said to be? Coincidence. 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 A spirit of a dead person seen or heard by the living. What it's said to be? You must have seen some horror movie, right? So what the person who is scared is known as? It is known as ghost, right? Ghost, ghost. Many believe that this part of a person exists even after a person is dead. Like when a person dead, what does remain on earth? It's soul. The spelling will be soul, soul. The communication of thoughts between the minds of two people without using sign, speech, or writing. Like somebody is like, without saying any word, the other person understands others' feeling. That is said to be what? Telepathy. 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 Okay, and the last one is the informal adjective to describe frightening and possibly supernatural. What that will? Spooky. Spooky. Okay. So these are some supernatural words, okay, which we use in our day to day life to explain the event which is taking place. Okay. Now we'll move towards our chapter heading, that is Lop's Girl. Here we will see in this chapter the unit 6 section 1 is there. The topic is Lop's Girl, and what does it mean? Lop's Girl means, Lop is the name of a dog, and the girl is there whose name is Sandy Pengle. Okay, what the name of the girl is? Sandy Pengle. Okay, they live on the coast or somewhere on the beach, and their work is to fish. They used to catch the fish and do some kind of business of that fish or not. Okay, and they were just living there with their family, where they have a brother, twins, there were, and just all. We will read the chapter and we'll find out what is going to happen next. Okay, So I think we should start reading this chapter, and we'll find out what are the incidents, what are the like moments are going to take place in this chapter. Okay, so let's begin reading the chapter, and I'll explain you the part of the chapter. So read this story about a girl and her loyal companion. Okay, we are going to read about a girl and her loyal companion. Okay, companion means a friend or साथी जिसको बोलते हैं, that is known as companion. Okay, some people choose their dogs and some dogs choose their people. The Pennegley family had no say in choosing of love. Now, it is said that sometimes we choose our dogs or pet, but sometimes what happen, pet choose our their own owner, or pet choose their person who can become our owner. Okay, so the Pennegley met with the dog that is named as Love, and they choose them. Okay, so it means like Love chose Pennegley family. Okay, it began on the beach. Okay, somewhere at the beach it started. Okay, they were must on the beach, and it started there. Okay, the summer when Sandy was 5. Sandy, her age was 5. John, her brother, was 12. Okay, Don, her brother, like Sandy's brother, was Don, and he was of 12 years old. And the twins was there. Okay, and their age was 3 years. Their age was 3. Sandy was short of for Alexandra. Okay, Sandy's full name was Alexandra, but we say na by ghar ka name and all, so they used to call Sandy. On this summer day, she was lying peacefully reading a comic. Okay, on the beach on summer day, Sandy was lying on the beach and she was reading a comic. Father, her father name was Bert Pengley. Okay, what the father's name of Sandy is, like Bert Pengley and Dawn were on up on the hard painting. Okay, so they were leading a road down across the force, like for going to catch the fish for the fishing. The bottom boards of the boat in which father ben went fishing and mother Jean Pennegley. Okay, what is the name of this girl Sandy? Mother's name is Jean Pennegley. Okay, was making pudding. What she was making? She was making pudding. Pudding means a kind of food which is prepared with the help of rice and water. Okay. Little did they guess how soon this state of things would be changed by the large new member who was going to erupt into their midst. Okay, so now they didn't know that what is going to happen next in future, and they were just doing their own work. They was unknown that a new member is going to come there and they will erupt, it will erupt or into their midst. Okay, Sandy rolled onto her back to make sure that the twins were not climbing on slippery rocks. Okay, just like in the picture, she was there and she was keeping an eye over her twins, that so that they could not step on the slippery rock. At the same moment, a large body struck her forcibly in the midriff and she was covered by flying sand. Okay, now at the same time, what happened? A large body struck to her body and she was fully covered with the sand midriff, something, the sand was flowing into the air, and because of that, she was not able to see something clearly. Instinctively, she shut her eyes. Like quickly, she shut her eyes when something, when sand is blowing into the air and it comes to your eyes. Then what you do? You just suddenly shut your eyes. Now, so just like that, she also shut her eyes and felt the sand being whipped off her face by something that seemed like a warm, rough, damp flannel. Okay, when she shut her eyes, something came to her face and it was just like a worm, it was rough and a damp flannel. She opened her eyes and looked what? Oh, now when she was like some sand or the dust particle came in front of her eyes, she just shut and she felt something warm things touching her face. And it was what? It was a tongue. It was a tongue. Its owner was a large and bouncy young Alsatian, Alsatian or German Shepherd with topaz eyes, black type prick ears, a thick, soft coat, and a bushy black tipped tail. Okay, now this was the feature of that um, something which came to which struck to her body. Okay, so this were the thing is about the dog. Okay, the dog which came and struck her body forcibly, and how it was just Alsatian. Okay, a bouncy young Alsatian, and or it may be considered as a German Shepherd. If you have, I think Aryan have German Shepherd. So you can even relate this dog with yours. Okay, and it has topaz eyes and black tipped pig ears as the feature, the appearance of the dog is given here. Lob, shouted a man. Lob, come here. Now the owner of that dog, Lob, okay, he's calling Lob, the name of that dog, German Shepherd Alsatian, name was Lob. His owner, a grey haired man with a limp, walked over as quickly as he could and seized him by the collar. Okay, now when the owner found that Lob, he came to him quickly and he seized him by the collar. Like जोर से उसे पकड़ना with the help of that belt what the dog usually have on the neck. Okay, he caught him by that collar. I hope he didn't give you a fright, the man said to Sandy. Now Sandy was on the ground and the man came and he said, what? I hope this dog, Lob, doesn't give you a fright. He meant it in play, he is only young. Oh no, I think he is beautiful, said Sandy. She picked up a bit of driftwood and threw it. Love went after it like a sand color bullet and came back with the stick and gave it to Sandy. For Sandy, too, it was love at first sight, and when she and the twins joined father and Don to go home for tea, they cast many a backward glance at Lob being led away by his master. After this, Sandy took a stick and she threw that in the other direction from Lob, and Lob just followed that stick and he caught that stick and bring back to Sandy. And it was just for Sandy, like a love at first sight, that she was so fond of that Lob dog that she could not resist to think about him. Okay, and when they were back to having tea at their home, they were just having some memory about the Lob. Okay, I wish we could play with him every day. Tess sighed. Now I wish we could play some one of the twins said that, oh, I wish we should play with him every day with Lob. Why can't we? Said Tim. Now the other twin said, what? Why can't we? Why cannot we play with Lob? Sandy explained, because Mr. Dodsworth, who owns him, Mr. Dodsworth, who owns him from Liverpool, and he is only staying at the Fisherman's Army Arms till Saturday. So we won't be able to meet that Lob because his owner is living he came. He is only staying this fisherman's arm till Saturday only, and we won't be able to meet that dog Lob. It was a Cornish fishing village where the Pennegley family lived, with rock and cliffs. and a strip of beach and a little round harbor and palm trees growing in the gardens of the little whitewashed stone house. The village was approached by a narrow, steep, twisting hill road and guarded by a notice that said low gear for 1.5 mile, dangerous to cyclist. Okay, now where this Penegle family lived, it is described about the area what they were living, okay, where they were living, and it also having a signboard which said that low gear, okay, maybe the bicycle or something is there. If it has a low gear for 1.5 miles, then it is dangerous to cyclist. The person who come to cycle there, it is very dangerous for them. The Pennacle children went home thinking they had seen the last of Lob. Now they were just thinking, oh, we won't be able to meet that Lob again, and it was like so sweet. We have a very nice memory of him. We won't be able, and they were just heading towards the home. But they were much mistaken. Now it was written that they will meet again. So they were mistaken with this that they had the last of law, but they are going to meet them again and again. The whole family was playing card by the fire in front of room after supper. Supper means the dinner, okay, or the food. When there was a loud thump and a crash of china in the kitchen, means something which fallen on the ground. The about the crockery and all, they fallen in the kitchen, and something thumped and crashed. My Christmas pudding! Exclaimed Jean and ran out. Jean Pennegle, remember who was Jean Pennegle? Yep, Jean Pennegle was the mother of that Sandy Pennegle. Okay, and she rushed into the kitchen to find what happened there. It was Lob. Now, who came in there? It was Lob, who had bounced in through the open kitchen window. Lob stood on his hind legs and plastered Sandy's face with licks. Then he did the same for the twins, who shrieked with joy. Now, when that Lob entered, Sandy reached to him, and what the dog did, he just licked with his tongue to Sandy's face and with the twins too, because they were so they were in very joy mood after seeing Lob. Where does this friend of yours come from? Inquired Mr. Pennigley. What was the name of Sandy's father? The father name was Bert Pengley. He's staying at the Fisherman's Arms. I mean, his owner is living there. And who? What was the name of owner? Wordsworth. Right, Downsworth. Then he must go back there, find a bit of string Sandy tied to his collar. I wonder how he found his way here, Mrs. Pennegle said. Now his father said, okay, just tie him up. And Mrs. Pennegle is confused that why and how he came here, how he found his way and he came here. Sandy explained about their afternoon's game on the beach. Lob's owner thanked Mr. Pennegle for bringing him back. Jean Pennegle warned the children that they had better not encourage Lob anymore. Now, they were saying, like Mr. Pennegle saying, okay, fine, if you have played a lot, but now don't encourage him, don't show interest in him. The next day was Saturday. Sandy had found out that Mr. Dodsworth was to catch the 9:30 train. She went out secretly down to the station. she saw Mr. Dodsworth get on the train accompanied by unhappy looking Love with dropping ears and tail. Then she saw the train slide away. Now, when she reached, because it was Saturday, and now Dodsworth is like leaving the place, and he's going with his dog too. But the law was itself not happy because his tail and the ear was down, and when the Sandy secretly went to the station to meet Lob, to see Lob, the Lob was going with the train, and now train slides away. Sandy walked home miserably, like she was really sad. A week passed, then one evening suddenly history was repeating itself. There was a crash from the kitchen. Jean Pennegley leaped up, but Sandy was ahead of Mother. With eyes like stars, she had darted into the kitchen where she and Law were hugging one another in a frenzy of joy. Now, after a week, when this again the history was repeating, something crashed, thrust into the kitchen, and now before Jean Pennegley, Sandy reached to the kitchen, and what she found there? She found Lob. She found Lob there, and they were like she and the Lob was hugging each other. Good heavens! Exclaimed Jean. How in the world did he get here? He must have walked, said Sandy. Look at his feet. He must have walked here from the very long distance, because they were like they like each other, because she encouraged that Lob, and in the starting of the chapter it said that sometimes we found our pet, but sometimes pet found their owner. So same thing is happening here. Let's see. They were worn and dusty. One had a cut on the pad too. They ought to be bathed, said Jean Pennegley. Sandy, run a ball of warm water while I get the disinfectant. Your dad can get the address from the fisherman tomorrow. In the meantime, you would better have a long drink and a good meal. Now, Sandy said that okay, fine. Now everything is okay. You came here. She ran to get some warm water to clean him. Okay, because he came by the walking, and he may have some infectant with him, so that if she could clear it. And her father also will find the owner of Log from Fisherman's tomorrow. Okay, and till then you can have a great meal and a long drink too. Law was very grateful for the meal and having his feet washed, and from the very long distance he came, so he was very happy to get some treatment, a good treatment by this Sandy and Sandy's family. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see now, and then what is going to happen next in this chapter. Okay, till then here we have finished. You can just read the chapter by your own and find out the word meanings from the chapter which are difficult for you, and please complete this supernatural vocabulary. Okay, so guys, have a nice day to all, and bye everyone. We'll meet in the next part of this chapter. Okay.